April 30th, 2023, Las Vegas, Nevada. A green light streaks across the sky. 21 people across 4 states see it. A police officer's body camera catches it live. 40 minutes later, a family calls 911. Aliens have landed in their backyard. The message? They're 8, 9, 10 feet tall. Big eyes, shiny eyes. They're 100% not human. The police say this isn't a hoax. Something landed in Las Vegas. Will you believe? Let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of Mostly True Alien Stories.
UFOs sighting. Many Americans have wondered about the dangers of unknown objects.
Scientists in Mexico pulling back the curtain. We need to save ourselves.
Welcome back to Mostly True Alien Stories. I'm Neil Girandola, and this is the podcast where we take a true report of an alien encounter from history. We share what we know, then decide whether it's a mostly true alien story or not. Today's case is recent, 2023 in Las Vegas. A green fireball lights up 4 states. A family calls 911, and responding police officers file an official report stating they are not treating what they found as a hoax. This is a Las Vegas backyard. Alien something landed in the Kenmore's yard. A 911 call, police body camera footage, forensic analyst, and circular imprint in the dirt, and a family that is still in that house and still has no explanation. Make sure to hit that subscribe button before we get going on whatever channel you're listening through, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Mostly True Alien Stories. And now let's say hello to my 2 favorite aliens in all the land, Andrew Triana and Lemon G. Hi, guys.
Hello,
Hey!
Neil. It is so good to see you.
Oh, yeah.
You know how waving is like not good in some cultures? I'm like, I wonder, like, aliens would be very upset. I'm like, ah!
You think it's like the middle finger to them? And they're just like,
Yeah, they're like, blast.
yeah.
Dead.
They were supposed
Yeah,
to like
yours
do
looks
like this.
very friendly. No.
Yeah. You just,
Well, what you don't
Exactly.
see in the other hand is a gun.
oh,
Oh.
right. Hidden beneath the camera.
Pew, pew.
Listen, before we do get into the Vegas alien story, which I can't wait, I do want to spend a few minutes on what just happened, because I think the timing of this episode could not be more relevant. As you guys may know, as 2 days ago on May 8th, the U.S. government released its official batch of UAP files to the public. Voluntarily released, so to speak, I guess. I mean, enough pressure was put on them. But the Pentagon started a government website called Pursue, the Presidential Unsealing and Reporting System for UAP Encounters. It's at the war.gov/UFO.
I love how it's war.
Yeah, it's under the war. Everybody's like, why isn't it aliens? What happened to aliens.com?
No, because it's war, bro.
War of the Worlds. Ugh.
There was 162 documents and images from the FBI, Department of Defense, NASA, and State Department. The military reports, witness interviews, pilots' accounts, government memos, photographs, and videos connected to UAP sightings dating back to the 1940s. Now, more files are coming on a rolling basis, but this was the first tranche,
Big batch.
so to
big
speak.
batch.
Yeah, in a few weeks, there'll be more coming out. And, Trump even went as far as say, you guys can decide for yourself what the hell's going on. So just have fun and enjoy. And I did. I had some fun, and I enjoyed going through this a little bit. But to be honest, I think upon my initial review, there's nothing very groundbreaking in this first release, in my opinion. I mean,
No, you think they could have thrown us a bone? Just
Yes,
one.
something.
right?
Yeah.
I don't
something.
know what they're leading up to. Yeah, right. Drop something major in this first tranche, at least. I think, though, and I'm not alone. I don't think I've seen online everybody saying, what this is, this definitely didn't have the good stuff in it in
No.
this round.
My favorite is, just to let you know, nothing has been redacted. Really?
That's right. Nothing has been redacted from any of these files, apparently.
As he was flying near the sun, he witnessed he had a Big Mac for lunch.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
scroll. No.
Right. Nothing. You know what? The only thing I think there was a handful of things that raised my eyebrow. I thought I liked the Apollo images. There was an image from the Apollo 17 mission in 72 that shows these 3 lights that are visible above the moon, the lunar terrain. The
Yeah, that's
government's
cool.
the government's own preliminary analysis says the image feature is, and they said this, potentially the result of a physical object in the scene. Now,
Hmm.
I think that's pretty impactful. And if you looked at it, it looks pretty cool. It does look
Mhm.
like that is it
Or
could be
studio. It looks like studio lights to me since they were never up there. So it's fine. It's fine.
It's not studio lights.
Studio
That's
lights.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny if they're like putting it. They're like, put that one out there, just so weird. Really put it in their face. Let's,
Let's just show them. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thought.
Right.
It does look like a
Mm.
lot of stuff that, truthfully, we've seen before, which
Everything
kind of,
was.
yeah,
The whole
which was
UAP
a
thing
little
flying
disappointing.
by super fast. Pew.
Yeah.
And that really grainy film. Why don't we have good? Oh my gosh, my iPhone has better cameras than our military
Yeah.
planes.
Here's a thought. Maybe the aliens are manipulating our
Oh.
cameras, and so then we can't. It's like
Right.
the electronic something is
I got it.
affecting
No,
it.
no.
Because I feel like
Yeah.
still today people will claim, "Oh, I got this photo," like, and for some reason you still cannot get a good photo of a UFO. Still,
Yeah, and I've heard that theory before that they
AI
are
makes good ones.
manipulating it, but I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm liking now though? They are because of AI. They're taking these kinds of videos now that they put out, and then there'll be a bunch rolling out. And now AI is taking them and going, well, let's clean it up. Let's make it a clear visual. And then they do that, and you look at it, and you're going, wow. If that's
what-
really
What
the
did they
case.
see?
one
Yeah,
thing that I
exactly.
saw was I not looking at the right thing? Like I pulled, like one that I saw. I'm gonna show my phone again, but this one to me looked like, is this a real photo?
Is that's Japan. That's the Japan football thing. That
Yeah.
was the over the Indo-Pacific Command. Well, there was Indo-Pacific Command report of a UAP that resembles a football-shaped body, and that was near Japan.
But that
Um,
doesn't look at. It looks
Right.
like a very silly copy and paste.
well, that is
image.
a rendering.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, it's a
rendering.
That
render.
Okay,
itself
okay, so
is
we
a
know that.
rendering
it's
Okay.
a
of
render.
that. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
but they could say it's a balloon. Then there's some other things they put out there that I noticed too were I saw some commentary on it, and the minute they tell you what it actually is, you go, oh yeah, okay.
Mm,
Like
Right.
there's one where it's just a flare dropping, and
mhm.
so but you can't you don't know it's a flare, but then you look to the left of the screen and you can see the parachute, because when they shoot flares off,
Right.
they have parachutes. So the parachute was blowing in the wind, and so it looks like this object going over here, but you look over here, you can see the chute coming
Yeah.
with it. But so it's some interesting stuff. So anyway, I don't want to say that I was disappointed, because I think that it's important that they started doing this, but are they just doing it to make everyone just be quiet, or just, yeah, look over here, look over there.
Misdirection.
I will weigh in on this when when the next group comes out in a few weeks, if there's some major shit in there. And again, I haven't combed through everything yet, and I'm going to, but I think that will be the indicator to say, okay, they're just throwing bullshit out here.
Well,
Or
I think it's
wow.
important to
Yeah.
say, like, okay, yes, we've seen these images before, and the general public will say, that's a UFO. That looks like a UFO. Look at the way it's moving. That's a UFO. And all these theories. I think what's impactful is that the government will come out and say, yeah, we don't know what it is. It is like, we don't know what that is. That's not ours. And I do think that kind of declaration is actually what's more impactful than the images themselves, because we've seen this before. We've been theorizing that for
Mhm.
a long time, but for
Right.
them to confirm our suspicions is impactful.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Right. Here's all they're confirming that there is some unexplained stuff going on out there. But they also did put some stuff in there that was actually, well, one thing I saw that was already found to be a hoax. They had I don't know if you saw the one where the two guys are holding the alien by
Mhm.
his hands. There was a drawing
What?
too, but
Oh.
there was also an image of them holding this small alien. They each had a hand on each side, and that was already proved to be a hoax. And I don't know why they would include it in this batch of stuff.
But they
It was just because
Ew.
they
I don't like
investigated it
that.
or they looked into it. So
Yeah.
then it makes you. Then this is what throws you off the scent. It's like, just throw anything in there. Let's
Right.
put it all out there and just let everybody else decide.
Well, when I
So-
saw that picture, it just made me think Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for
Yeah.
me and the
Yeah.
entire human race. There are aliens,
And they're all
and
aliens
we're
just playing.
holding hands with them.
Yeah.
We know they're dead, so we're gonna bury them outside.
We are the world. We are the people.
Yeah, it's exactly what it's like. So it's just stop. Just stop.
Well, I don't know that they
nothing's
should
been
stop.
redacted.
I don't know.
Nothing's been redacted.
Yeah, but I know.
Nothing-
I don't know that we should stop because I think it should keep coming.
Well,
But I
tell
do
the
think
truth. You know what? Tell the truth. That's what I mean by stop. Tell the freaking
Yeah.
truth.
it is the sign of the times now, and I think what's going to happen is we're going to get oversaturated. And that's probably their plan.
they-
We're going to
they-
get oversaturated
Mhm.
with everything alien to the point
Mhm.
where everybody's like, "Fuck that alien shit, man! I can't take it anymore. No more
Right.
talk." I'm enjoying it for now, and I can't wait to look further.
Well,
in.
I mean, it's just all misdirection. There's so much stuff going on right now. Iran, we've got the hantavirus, we've got aliens. What's next?
I'm excited to find out what's next. All right. And speaking of
tell
things
us.
the government can't quite explain, let's talk about what was in Las Vegas backyard
this
2
is such
years
a good
ago
one.
that the police also couldn't explain. So, because that case and these files are asking the same question, I think it's time to talk about it. So, something is happening. The paperwork is starting to catch up. All right. Before we get into what the family saw, we need to talk about what was in the sky first. Let's go to April 30th, 2023. It was 11:50 p.m. A Las Vegas Metro police officer is on routine patrol when his body camera catches something, a brilliant green object streaking low and fast across the night sky. He's not the only one who sees it, this police officer. The American Meteor Society receives reports from 21 people across Nevada, California, Arizona, and Utah describing the same thing at the same time, a bright green fireball, low, fast, heading toward the ground.
They called who about the meteor? Like,
Ghostbusters.
who do you call when you see that?
So it's the American Meteor Society. Well, the police saw
Okay.
it themselves, and then people started reporting it. So they'll report
Yeah.
it to the police, and then the police have to report it to the Americans.
Okay,
the
I
American
see.
Meteor
All right, all
Society,
right, all right.
I believe. So yeah. So the Meteor Society's official position, they said it was a meteor. Brief duration, multi-state sightings consistent with a natural bolide event, is what they said. After they see this, 40 minutes later, the Kenmore family, who lives in Vegas, calls 911. Angel Kenmore is 17 years old. He's in the backyard of his family's home in the Northwest Valley of Las Vegas when something comes out of the sky and lands nearby. He goes outside with family members to investigate. This is what he tells the dispatcher. There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one is inside. It has big eyes, and it's looking at us, and it's still there. The dispatcher asks him to confirm. And then he says, correct. They're very large.
Confirm.
Yes. Confirm. Correct. They're very large. 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. They look
Bro.
like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes. Like I can't explain it. And big mouth. Shiny eyes. They're 100% not human. This is a 17-year-old.
Funny.
Yeah. This is a 17-year-old Vegas speaking for the families. Family.
Yeah. Sounds
He
like
said,
straight out of a horror
6
movie.
foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. A bunch of aliens in my yard. I said 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot hunch. They're really 10 feet tall.
So how many are there? How many are there right now?
Well,
There's
I think
two?
there's 2. They see
There's
2
two?
of them.
One
Yeah.
was
One
crouched.
inside?
One's crouched
Oh.
over, and one was standing up.
It looks like straight out of like exactly how a kid would draw a monster. Like like if you
Yeah.
was like, hey, draw a monster, child. Sounds
Yeah, but
exactly
he's-
the way.
This kid is 17, so he's a kid, but he's
He's
not
just
a
a kid.
kid. So if it was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
7, I'd be like, all right,
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Right.
it
Right.
it does sound like that.
Yeah.
it does.
All right. So he is on the tapes. He is audibly terrified. Multiple family members get on the call now. So they're all grabbing the phone from him and confirm the same account independently. So then 2 officers are dispatched on body cam. This is what I love about this story. On body cam, one of them, as they're driving to the scene, one of the police officers says to his partner, and this is word for word, I'm so nervous right now. I have butterflies, bro. I saw a shooting star, and now these people say there are aliens in the backyard.
That's fun. What?
Yeah, so he kind of independently corroborates seeing something fall from the sky right there on their route to this 911 call. The officers arrive and they interview the family. One officer enters the backyard to investigate. Metro PD blacks out that portion of the body cam footage, citing privacy laws. I guess because the kids were young. I don't know. I don't know why they would block that out, but there's that body cam footage that's out there. That's blocked out.
Do we know if they were inside or outside when they were? I mean, I know it's blacked out, but like, did they go to the backyard?
Yeah, they're in the backyard.
Yeah, they're in the backyard.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was saying maybe it's like property stuff. Maybe
it could have been. Maybe the guy had some vehicles there or something.
Yeah, didn't want their location or whatever.
Yeah.
It was. All right,
okay.
On camera, before the backyard portion is blacked out, one officer tells the family, "I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too. So that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard?" And you hear you see and hear a witness respond, "I don't believe in it, but what I saw right now, I do believe in it." And the officer says, "You guys seem like legit scared, so I don't blame you." All right. So they're having this weird conversation, right? They're bonding.
Yeah. I get it, man. You're scared.
Come here. You need a hug?
You want a hug,
All
bro?
right.
Let's all get out.
All right.
Wait, alien, wait. You next. I got to hug the kid first. You scared him.
Yeah, where did
Now
the
they
aliens go at this point? Like, so now they were standing in front of this family, and now like no one has reported where they've gone. They ran that way.
The backyard had like a huge construction truck back there.
Yeah,
and a tractor and all kinds of stuff was back there.
They may have been hiding. I don't know, scared. Maybe they crashed.
They were talking to them. I don't know. No one's looking at the.
Did they say they crashed in their yard? Like in the yard? No, they crashed somewhere else.
They didn't crash in their yard, but they must have crashed nearby because that's where the aliens headed.
Maybe they jumped off the ship.
Could have jumped off before it crashed because they didn't seem injured. But or maybe those aliens shot down other aliens. You never know. Yeah.
War. That's why it's www.war.gov.
That's right. Because there's a fight. All right. So drone footage was taken in the days after the incident, and it shows a circular imprint in the dirt in the backyard. A neighbor reports his TV and surveillance cameras stopped working at the time of the sighting. Weeks later, Las Vegas Metro Police returned to the property and installed surveillance cameras in the backyard. Their official statement, they are not treating the incident as a hoax. So they want to capture any further activity. The cameras are eventually removed and no further public statement is made. The case is officially closed and officially unexplained by everyone involved. So in 2024, crime scene recreation expert Scott Roeder gets in on the act, his firm is Evidence Room Animation and Exhibits, and they do this professional forensic analysis, reviewed the family's backyard footage using motion tracking software. And his findings, the video is unedited and authentic because there is a video the family was filming, no post-production manipulation, and in the footage, he identifies what he describes as two figures, one consistent with what the family described beside the object, and a second figure visible above the fence line that moves in a way inconsistent with a shadow. These two beings are in the real world environment with the Kenmore family, he said. That's a fact. Now, the question is, who are they? Where are they from? And what do they want? This is the question this guy is asking, this forensic guy who gets in on it. The analysis remains contested. Angel Kenmore gave interviews through 2024. This is the 17-year-old who was heard on the calls and everything. He received threats for speaking out. He made no money from the story. He has been consistent in his account. I do have something to say about that. He told reporters in 2024 that strange events have continued at the house. Objects moving, a Bible flipping, pages in a still room, a cross appearing to float. He says he wants to move. And he said, this is another quote of his, "If I was doing it for fame," he said, "I would be on YouTube. It was a really bad and traumatizing experience."
The accounts of the things moving, it sounds very poltergeisty, like the movie Poltergeist, when they have only religious objects moving, flipping, flying, so on and so forth, which I think is kind of interesting. I feel like we haven't heard that in an alien encounter where it's specifically religious objects that they're reporting are continuing to move.
So we have a confirmed atmospheric event, the green fireball. It was independently witnessed by 21 people across 4 states and captured on police body cam. You have a family that calls 911 before the fireball had received any media coverage. So they weren't performing for an audience, so to speak. You could look at it that way. A responding officer who independently corroborated seeing something fall from the sky. You have blacked out body cam footage from the backyard investigation. We don't know why, which either protects privacy or protects something else. But you have police returning to install surveillance cameras and officially stating they are not treating this as a hoax. And then you have this forensic analyst using professional motion tracking tools who concludes the footage is authentic and shows 2 figures. Okay, so that's what I have. I'm now, as we always do in this show, going to hand it over to Andrew, and Andrew is going to fill in some gaps, and then the 3 of us are going to weigh in on whether we think this is a mostly true alien story or not. Andrew, I'm excited to hear what you found on this true report of aliens invading Las Vegas. What do you got?
Well, I have to tell you, Neil, as I researched this, I found some amazing things.
Oh, bring it to us.
Oh.
Do you want me to keep doing this or just talk?
Yeah, you
normal?
talk like
I
that
like
the whole
it.
time.
The whole time?
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Extreme brightness creates structured
Delete,
illusions.
unfriend, unfollow, unsubscribe.
I feel like it's very ASMR-y. I feel like, it's good. It sounds
Really
good.
is.
Okay, so let's talk about meteors, all right? And what happens when people see meteors?
Yep.
So they're sometimes described as fireballs, and they're, a lot of times they've actually said that they appear brighter in the sky than like the planets do. So when this happens, the human eye becomes overloaded from the glare, and the edges can appear around these meteors as if they are metallic or solid. People can actually see like there's windows or domes, and that's just because of what's happening as your human eye tries to adjust to the image.
Is this a
It's why-
scientific fact?
Yes, it
Like,
is called
this makes you-
irradiation distortion.
What?
Whoa.
It's visual
Okay.
perception. It's visual
Okay.
perception. So
Right.
bright plasma envelopes around a meteor can look like a glowing disc, a
Yeah.
cigar shape. We've heard this many times. Metallic orbs, structured crafts with lights. And it's just because your eyes can't process it, so it creates it for you. It like fills in the image for you. It's very
Yeah,
similar
so-
to like the George Seurat painting that's all dots.
Yeah.
Your
So
eyes fill in the rest of it.
and that's probably why the American Meteor Society immediately said it was a meteor. But
Yeah.
but did anyone else say it looked like a ship? I didn't
No,
hear that.
No one said it just looked like a giant fireball. And it
Yeah.
was moving
Mhm.
at rapid speed. So it could also appear larger than actually what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So a lot of times too, meteors can break apart. So
Yeah.
you'll see different things. So I don't know if you saw the actual video footage of the meteor because they got it flying in the sky.
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there's a plasma trail behind it
Mhm,
as it's going down. It's pretty weird, and it was green.
So that it was probably the aliens were ejecting from it.
That might have been.
Yeah.
So they describe these things as the minerals in the meteorites produce different colors. So if it's high in sodium, the meteor will be yellow or orange. If it's high in magnesium, it'll be blue and white. If it's copper,
Wow.
it'll be green. And if it's iron, it's gold and red.
So that means this was heavy in copper.
Heavy in copper. Right.
Cool.
Okay.
And
Are they able to identify where the meteor came from?
no.
Never.
No.
I don't know if you could ever do that. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, maybe they'll carbon date it to let us know
well,
that
they
it
could,
is the Shroud of Turon.
Yeah. Aaron came,
Oh, sorry, wrong
Yeah,
show, wrong
right.
podcast.
it
wrong
came from
podcast.
California. Right. Okay.
And the weird thing is that there's usually no sounds with a
No
meteor,
sound?
so it violates physics because the physics of sound says that there should be sound, but there is no sound with meteors.
Very
Only when it
interesting.
hits the ground.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just to let you know, your brain produces what they call autokinesis. So your
Mm.
brain and your eye make it move probably faster than what it is. It can make it look like it's zigzagging. It can make it look like it's wobbling. Then you've
Ah.
got to figure your adrenaline, also your fear that happens over you while you're watching this thing, because you see a meteor. I mean, when you see a falling
wouldn't get
star in
scared.
the sky,
I wouldn't get
well,
scared. I
dude,
wouldn't
if
get,
this thing is like
that's cool.
plummeting to Earth, you'd be like,
Yeah.
ah!
No.
Yeah, you would.
I'd be
You'd probably
scared.
be
That's
a
how
little
the
bit. Yeah.
dinosaurs
Mm.
died. I'd be
No.
like, this is it. I'd be ready for a
This
big
is gonna have me
wall of
ready.
fire.
Let me
Like,
put my
yeah.
helmet on.
Yeah, it's like the movie
And my
Don't Look
suit.
Up. Yeah, it's literally
I
like the
guess
movie Don't Look Up.
Yes, I guess I'm naive to this because if I saw a meteor and it was green and it was coming down, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, this is it." I'd be like, "Wonder where that's gonna. Is it gonna hit Trenton? We should go to Trenton and check this out." I'd be getting in the car. I don't think I'd be. I don't know
Really?
that I'd be scared unless it's blocking out the light from the moon. I think at that point, or the sun, or whatever, I'd be like, "Oh, well, this is it. This is the end." I mean, if it's blocking,
Yeah, like if it's
that much light on
big.
the earth,
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
Right.
glowing green and flying through the air. I don't know. Yeah, I would think it's the end for
Okay.
sure.
All right. Well, this is all very interesting to know about the meteors. I guess we've never.
Yeah.
I missed
Yeah.
that day in school, so
Well,
I
it's-
didn't get that.
too.
Class starts tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I hope to
Mhm.
see you there.
Okay.
And if not, I'm going to have to send a note home.
I'm skipping. Yeah. I wouldn't be there.
Wow.
Send a note home.
Somebody said, I'm going to send a note.
Oh my god! No, don't send a note home.
I'm doing it. It's send.
Ah!
Done. Yeah. Wait till your mom reads that note.
My teacher's a dick. He sent a note home.
What an
Ugh,
asshole. Let's wait for him in the parking lot and kill him.
this is taking a turn.
Do not kill your teachers, everyone.
Don't kill your
Don't kill you-
teachers.
don't-
Okay.
don't do it.
Maim
Right.
them.
Jesus.
Cripple. No, don't do that either. Yeah, you
Okay.
know what? Be kind to
Get
your
back to the
teachers. Give
meteors.
them
Let's
like
get
a
back
gift
to the
card.
meteors before you say more.
Yeah.
Can we
Take
give 'em
it
a gift
take it
card?
back. Yeah.
Can we
yeah,
give
yeah.
the teachers a gift
Yeah.
card to show appreciation?
Be
Actually, this
nice
past
here.
week was Teacher Appreciation Week, just to let you
Okay.
know.
I appreciate all you teachers. I'm sorry I
Yes.
missed it.
Sorry, you keep missing class.
So much
Okay.
happening. 'Cause I had Mother's
So-
Day to deal with. I didn't know it was Teachers Appreciation Day.
It's all right. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all
All right, so the meteor.
That's it about meteors. That's just
Okay,
I want to
that's
give you a
fine. I
little
like that.
little thing
Okay,
about
that's a good
meteors.
setup.
So
Okay.
can we talk about the
No.
police for a second?
Yes.
All
Bro.
right. So the Las
The
Vegas
bro
Metropolitan.
policeman.
He's like, dude, I don't know about you, but I got butterflies, bro. What? We should reenact the car drive. What that must have been.
Oh,
Yeah, bro. Did you hear?
what?
Did you see that meteor, bro?
Oh, yeah. Peed my pants a little bit.
Damn, bro. Are you gonna ask the folks if you can use the bathroom when you get there?
I'm going to have to.
Okay.
Bro.
Do you have
Yeah.
an extra pair of pants in the back?
What if it's aliens? What do we do then, bro?
Dude, you saying that gave me butterflies in my stomach, bro. I
We
got
should-
butterflies.
Can we
Like
pull
it's-
over for a minute before we go there?
I feel like we're on our first date.
You have butterflies?
Yeah, our first date, I had butterflies when we went out.
I have to poop. I'm so
They
nervous.
could probably poop there. Don't poop outside.
What do we do if it is aliens? Do we handcuff them?
Shoot them.
I'm in.
And then we'll handcuff them.
I'm in.
And then we'll shoot them again, bro.
All right, bro. What do we do with the family?
Shoot them, bro.
We shoot everybody.
We shoot everybody, man. Yeah, because that's what the aliens are telling me.
Yeah. Let's hurry up. Put on the lights. Okay.
So
Well
the
done.
video
Well
is crazy, though. Every person in that family had a gun. Did you see that?
Yes.
Dad
Yes.
had a
Wait,
holster.
Wait. What?
Dad had a
They did
holster.
a
Mom was
17-year-old?
videoing. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Both kids had guns. Dad had a gun.
That could have been a massacre. They could have ended up shooting each other and like
Yes.
shooting just innocent people
And
and
Mom
everybody.
was behind them with
Yeah.
the camera,
Yeah. Right.
videoing everything.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no.
that
Okay.
was a little crazy. That was a
Yeah.
little crazy. I mean, we always talk about what are you going to do when you see an alien? I guess they were going to shoot it.
Yeah, everybody was gonna shoot it.
But what fear level must they have been under?
Yeah.
right?
Well, I wonder what's making people think that they are
Bullets are
gonna
gonna
need, we're gonna need, we're gonna need all of what we need. We need guns. What if people?
Yeah.
What's making people think that? Is that everyone's first reaction? For me, again, I know I'm talking about the meteor. I don't think my adrenaline would fly. And then also, I'm thinking if I had an alien encounter, I'm not gonna immediately think I need a weapon.
Well, I mean, in my
Mhm.
front yard, I have a sign that says "Walk through my yard, get shot."
Oh, well, then you're
You?
actually stating it. That's why you'll never have aliens visit you.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they can read
He's like,
English.
Wait, stop.
Yeah.
Don't go here.
Don't go. We're gonna
Not this
land.
guy's
No,
house.
no, not here. They read the sign. He's got it in English, Spanish, and German.
Oh, he's gonna shoot us. He'll shoot us. All right.
9.
So,
Okay, so
Uh,
the police, when the police get there, I mean, these people were scared. They came out and they were like, the police tried to ease their concerns.
Yeah.
And that's why they came back and set up the monitoring equipment. They're like, look, if these things come back, we're going to set up all these cameras for you. We're going to do all this
That's
stuff
the other
to
thing.
help
That's
you.
the other thing is, well, why would you think they're going to come back to you again? Why are they coming back? Why would they come back? Why you guys in the first place?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So if the police thought it was nonsense, but why would they install surveillance equipment? Think about that.
Well, they clearly said that we're not treating this as a hoax. We think
Right.
that something happened, but we don't know what it was.
With that in mind, what did their cameras find? For the cops when they put them up? I was like, okay, I researched. Well, what did they see with their
Didn't find
cameras?
anything.
Because the body camera we know got turned off for whatever reason. We're just going to say personal reasons, privacy.
I know
whatever.
that I think by law, and I may be wrong, but maybe listeners know this more, but I think by law, or maybe Lemon could look it up, that you can say to the officers, I
Turn
don't
your
want to
camera
be on
off,
body
right.
cam. Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's a thing. So maybe that came up. Maybe that was a request.
Right.
I don't know why you would request to shut that off unless there were people involved. Again, they blocked out some portions of the video anyway. Maybe there was something going on with the family that they didn't want to be on camera.
Right.
And the situation just fell into their backyard, so to speak.
It says
So-
that you can ask them to turn it off, but
They don't have to.
Yeah, legally they're not required to.
Maybe the bro turned it off because he was wet himself a little bit. You know,
It's like,
He was a
yeah,
little-
bro, my camera
I had to shut this
malfunctioned
off.
from all the urine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shit, and so we had to turn it off.
Yeah.
It's like I went to the bathroom for a really
on,
long
camera-
time.
Camera?
I was stuck in there.
Sorry, guys.
I'm requesting a new partner if this guy's wetting himself. He's all nervous to go to this.
Butterflies. So
I got scared. I saw a green meteor.
That's scary as a fireball.
And now we're getting called on aliens to go
Hand
see
me
if
my
there's
riot
aliens.
helmet. I'm gonna wear my riot helmet so in case it hits me in my head.
My
So
mother
from
never
the-
wanted me to do this job.
From the videos, they captured no aliens, no other landing, no biological materials, no non-human beings were
Right.
found in the backyard. So they just took the cameras away.
Yeah,
Right.
and all we're going off of is this kid's video, and then the forensic guy saying, "Look,
Right.
you could see this."
Right.
You know.
Over time, right, they were, as the story builds, right, they said that there was increased police presence in the neighborhood at that time. There was unmarked vehicles,
Okay.
federal involvement, like the Men
who
in
was
Black
saying
appear.
Who
This
was
is just
saying this?
what they're talking about. Now, the family did come out and say, I saw an interview with the kid that he said a black vehicle pulled up days later with Men in Black in it.
All right, that's cool.
You know, with this kid too, also, I've seen like videos years later, like a year later, like he kept putting videos out. So he's saying, I didn't seek him fame, I don't want any money, but he was trying to drive up his account,
Right.
his
Oh, yeah.
followers. He was trying to he would put out weird shit, like just start talking about stuff, how distraught they are, all of this stuff. But it would be months and months and months and months and months later, and they wanted anonymity, they were getting threats, all this stuff, but you weren't.
Right.
You kept putting stuff out that actually was just gratuitous. Like you just kept, there was no reason for you to put this video out or
Right.
that video. So
Right.
you can't
So-
say you weren't trying to be, stay behind the scenes
Goofy,
on the whole thing.
right, or goofy, So what we can confirm from all of this is that there was a meteor or fireball observed that night. That's
Mhm.
fact. That is fact. Police body cams actually got a video of the fireball. That's where we see the meteorite, is from the video of the police body cams. The
That's
family
cool.
did call 911. Officers did respond. Some of the footage was redacted or withheld, and the police did place cameras on the property. These are the facts that we know.
Right.
All right. What can't be confirmed is the police saw extraterrestrials. There's hidden footage of the beings actually close up. Why, again, we'll go back to the suppressed video. Why was it suppressed?
Mhm.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I really just don't
Yeah.
understand. So privacy redactions, is that what we're going to call it? Right? Because that's what it is. We're
Yeah.
guessing. So
Yeah. I couldn't find anything that would, I couldn't find any of that stuff. You know, that
Right.
would
And
I'm
it's
gonna
make
look
you
not
up.
think.
it's not out there. It's
I'm
not
gonna
out
look
there,
up the thing about like a property, like property privacy stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
wonder. I'm curious if it's there in the backyard that it wouldn't be released. Like
Well, you
something
know what?
I've seen body cam footage in the front, but
Right.
but not
Le-
necessarily.
So did
Lemon,
you
see what related to the Vegas aliens. Just ask the question: why would the police block any portion of the videos that were put out for that?
Mhm,
You know what I
mhm,
mean? Like,
mhm.
just see if there's an overall consensus on
right.
that kind of thought.
So the other thing that we have to take into account too is that the video from the camera is so bad quality because it can't read the
Mm,
dark, right? So we're only seeing shapes and things moving. So they gave the footage right to Rotor. Rotor is his expertise is image stabilizing, frame enhancement, perspective analysis,
Yeah.
motion tracking,
Right.
scaling. That's what he does. Okay. So he's done this for
Yeah.
courts. He's done
He's
this
the
for
forensic.
cases.
He's the
He's the
forensic video
forensic.
guy. Yeah.
Right. Right. So, for example, if you were running from something, right, and trying to video it, they would turn his video over to him and he could stabilize the shaky footage to get a clear. That's the easiest way that I came up
Yeah.
with
That's a good explanation.
of
Yeah.
what he would do. Right.
Sure.
So he said in that certain shadow regions in this image showed structured movement and proportions appeared to be humanoid. One of the figures that he was able to find, right, had been unusually tall,
Mhm.
which I was like, huh, okay. So,
Well, the kid did say it was 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot tall.
right?
Mhm.
So,
Alien
since
come and I want to go home.
let me go to heaven's gate, I've got $5. Oh, oh,
Oh.
is it too soon? It's too
That's
soon,
too
right?
soon.
Too
Too
soon.
soon. Yeah.
Soon. But it worked. It worked in the
Mhm.
song.
Mhm.
It did.
So I don't think people will pass. I think people will appreciate it in the
They
song.
might. They might.
All right.
If
So
they know what we're talking about.
right, right. So someone like Rotor, he can establish whether the motion exists in the region,
Yeah.
pixels over the frames, approximate scale and height, relative position, like in the space itself. So there appears to be a coherent moving shape
Yeah.
behind the fence over 11 consecutive frames, which means that they couldn't have altered the image. And that is a valid forensic statement. Okay. Now,
Mm.
whether you choose to believe it or not, that's
Well,
up
here's
to you.
where here, and I'm going to hand it to Lemon to look up. But here's what I do want to know when it comes to Rotor, right?
Yeah,
Roder.
Rotor, Roder.
Who paid him to do this? And it was a year later. So I just want to know who paid
Yeah.
him to do this, or did he volunteer to do it? Because that makes a big difference. Because here's
Yeah.
a guy randomly a year later decides to analyze this film. Did somebody commission him to do that? Was it
Right.
that important? Did the police department do that? So Lemon, look that up and see if who paid Rotor to analyze the Vegas alien film.
Sure. Before I look that up really quick, I did look up, we were right about the reasons that maybe this footage would be like the body cam footage, but the body cam would be turned off. Private homes/yards, minors or family members, identifying details, graphic or sensitive scenes or information tied to an open investigation.
Okay.
I'm thinking the backyard. That is what my intuition is saying, or the minors.
That something was going on in the backyard.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
So
or just,
we have to.
just overall backyard security.
Yeah, that's
Backyard
private property.
private property. Yeah. Okay.
Here's something to think about too. So video enhancement can't magically recover hidden information of the video itself.
Yeah,
Right?
it's an
Because
assumption.
it's an assumption. So low light cell phone footage suffers from things like comprehension artifacts,
Yeah.
motion blur, sensor noise, rolling shutter distortion. Once that information is lost, we then take it and we enhance it, which often increases the ambiguity instead of reducing it. So it also makes you start seeing things that might not be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. That makes sense. That makes total sense.
So instead of being like, this is definitely aliens, you're like, oh, well, let me enhance it. And you're like, wow, that does look like a shape that's moving. That does look like a biological thing that's there.
Well, it's exactly the way it's that same thing where someone shows you a picture of something and they tell you what it is and then you
Right.
see it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Was it the Rorschach test? What do you see here? Right.
yeah,
I
it's
see a
exactly
butterfly. It's not a
that,
butterfly.
in my opinion, on this kind of video, because I've seen the videos, and not once have I seen the aliens in the video. I can't make
I
it
can't
out.
see it.
I can't figure. I can't. People make a big deal. Oh, it's right there. It's this. I cannot find it for the life of me. And I'm like, is something wrong with me? Because I can't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
And it's
think
not
that's-
until the couple of videos that I saw,
They have the one crouching down.
yeah, they
through
showed
those
they drew
slats.
the image and like, there's his eyes. And I'm like,
Yeah, it just, to me,
you
I
just,
couldn't
yeah,
find
you
it.
just drew it for
Yeah,
me.
you just drew it. Now I see
and
it. Oh, now
I still
see an
don't see
alien.
it. Right. I still don't see it. Even after
Yeah,
you drew
I
it
see
for
a
me.
red outlined alien.
Yeah.
Through a
That happens
fence.
all the time in paranormal evidence and research as well, and it kind of bugs the bejeebers out of me. Like my favorite images are are ones of shadow people, which is actually what I thought of when you first mentioned the description, because they talked about a shadow figure, and it made me think about shadow figures in paranormal conversations where they appear like a completely just completely void of any light. They're just it's not like a transparent object. It's completely humanoid figure, complete darkness, but it seems solid. So that's kind of what I thought of when you first mentioned the description.
Sure.
Not the 100 teeth. But
Right.
But what also throws you off a little bit on this story too is the later reports of Bibles flipping open and crosses floating. What's that?
Okay, so my theory, I think I've shared this with you. I've talked to Lemon about this, but I think this could have been some sort of like poltergeist situation or a demonic situation, because during demonic episodes, the religious that's what she was talking about earlier. The religious articles start moving around, and they said they still feel like uneasy at the place. So something's not right there. I feel that aliens are not aliens. I think that they are demons that are among us. So that's my own personal theory. And if that's my theory,
I hate that theory.
I know you hate that theory because you want them to be from out of space.
No, I just don't see how that's demonic. I don't see it as it's demonic.
I think that
It could be.
I think we have very
Angels.
arbitrary vocabulary for these things, and so I it's kind of what we were talking about with Heaven's Gate, bringing that back, where it's like, it's just another interpretation of the afterlife. Are they the same thing? Like maybe they're all the same thing. We just don't understand it. So we have very arbitrary vocabulary to explain it. So I think it's a cool theory. I really do.
And you, Andrew, you're not alone in that assumption.
Yeah,
Now,
I know
we
a lot of people feel that
thousands
way
of
too. Right?
Comments. We get thousands of comments from people that say, "You guys are idiots. These are demons." Like they get hostile about it. In fact, and you'll all soon see. Like it's like, dun, dun, dun. But,
it's very second coming-y. Yeah.
Yes, and I just don't. I don't agree with it.
That doesn't mean it's wrong.
It does. I'm not saying
just
it's
don't
wrong. I
agree with
may be really wrong. I'll be the guy that they're gonna be like, look what that demon's doing to you down the road.
I have
I'll be
another
like, you guys were right. You guys were right. Get off me. Get off me. I thought you were aliens.
Think I'm an alien now?
I got your alien. Yeah, that's exactly.
Here's my
I have another
alien.
thought. Wait,
What?
I have another thought.
What is it?
So,
No, it's too late. It's too late.
no. Okay, wait. So the meteor is disruptive. The meteor comes in, boom, hits the ground. It disrupts the space and the energy around them. Maybe they're two different things. Maybe it's coincidental, but maybe it's drumming up this energy. And so they were kind of separate incidences that kind of affected each other. So then they saw a poltergeist, but the meteor was the catalyst.
Wow, it opened a portal of some sort that brought
To
the
let the
demons
demons
out.
out. Yeah.
Or it just shook the ground is kind of what I'm saying. Like it shook the energy.
I mean,
out.
I love that kind of theory. I think that's pretty good. That's solid. There's no holes in that one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's a good one. All right. So what about the Bibles? Oh, so you said the demon stuff. All right.
I said the
we're
demons.
moving
So let's talk about the hole. The hole.
the
The
impression.
circular impression.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Can we get a size on that?
So I couldn't find a size because it says, as far as we know, there is no confirmed published forensic soil analysis, no peer-reviewed geological examination, and no publicly documented laboratory testing of the site.
Oh, so who said there was a freaking indentation in the ground?
Somebody that was there as a witness said that there was a circular thing
And that
there.
was that. And that was
And
that.
that was
They
that.
left it at that.
Right. So, but
Okay.
nobody's come out to check the soil. There was no radiation. There was no heat alteration. There was no compact analysis performed saying the size of the thing was this that hit the ground.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
It is kind of funny. I did see, according to descriptions, it was rough. They describe it to be roughly between 8 and 10 feet. What I find funny
Okay.
about this, it sounds like they just say everything is about 8 to 10 feet. They're like, it's big. It's about
Yeah.
8 to 10 feet.
Yeah, 8 to 10 feet.
Right. And the
everything.
other thing too is that their backyard looked like it was concrete. Didn't look like it was
Right.
grass.
It looked like a paved area.
Looked like a paved
Oh.
parking lot.
Yeah. All right, Lemon,
So-
did you find anything out about Roeder?
Yes,
Who
I
paid
did.
for him?
So he was working in collaboration with a journalist, Jim Kirk, and News Nation related coverage. I didn't see
Yeah.
any like documentation of specific compensation related to like this job. However, he
say no
was
more.
working with. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Say no more. This is who he's
Yeah.
working with. This was
Yeah.
not a they're just drumming up interest and stuff.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So the other thing too is that it's been the UFO community that has really jumped on this thing,
Mm.
right? And they're saying that the circle, Lemon's right. I just found it in my notes. It was 8 to 10 feet in diameter, or 2.3 meters by something else, right? The circle appeared suddenly. It aligned with the reported landing zone.
Mm-hmm.
Officials allegedly reacted strongly upon seeing it in the yard. What the fuck does that mean?
But the
Oh.
landing zone, no one found
Oh.
any meteors.
No,
No one.
no.
What landing zone? Landing zone of the
The
spaceship.
circle. But the circle, they're saying that was a landing zone.
Right.
The
But
8 foot, but there's no photos of it. Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be the first thing you video if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
the kid?
oh, videotape that. I'd be like, me found hole. Me found 8 foot, 10 foot, 9 foot hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I have to get to bed. It's 9:00.
they're saying the other side, the negative side, the non-believing side is like, well, these guys had construction equipment in their backyard. I mean, my goodness. Apparently they do landscaping and stuff. Could they not have done something and scraped the ground to make
Yeah,
it look
I mean,
like
it could have been
something
anything.
landed there?
It could have been
It
anything.
could have been anything.
Yeah, it could have been anything.
So-
yeah. And you know what though? I'll save it for
Well,
my
here's the thing.
weigh-in.
So-
I'll save
so
it for my
once-
weigh-in.
Once you're told that, once you hear, oh my God, dude, did you hear there was an object that landed in their backyard? Then when they show you the video, of course you're going to see an alien. What do you
Yeah.
think you're going to see? Right?
All right.
But no soil chemistry,
Okay.
nothing about compact analysis.
All right. Do you have anything
There you
else?
have it.
Do you have anything else? I think we can't beat this story to death anymore. Do you
I'm
want to
done.
weigh in? Yeah.
I'm
Oh
done.
wait, I have one
Well,
more
let's-
question. Was
All right.
there?
Lemon has a question. Lemon has a question. Hold on a second.
I have
Go
a
ahead, Lemon.
question. Was there a moment of impact that people describe? Like, did I miss that? Where they
No.
they hear a big boom, a big crash of meteor?
No, the only thing that multiple people said they saw the flaming green fireball in the sky. That's it. No one talked about it landing. No one talked about it impacting. No one talked about anything like that except when these folks came out and they're like, "What is that?"
Oh, but
With
then
my
they
guns
talked
drawn.
about the
Yeah.
trail,
guns
and they
drawn.
think maybe the aliens descended from. Oh my God, my cat is freaking out. But that the
She's
aliens
dancing.
descended from the
Demonic. It's
From the-
demonic.
Demonic.
yeah.
The power of Christ compels you, cat. The power of Christ
Yeah,
compels you.
she was on the carpet like.
Okay, that's all good information. I love the whole meteor science of it. I like the breakdown of the forensic stuff with Roeder and the 911 calls and why the videos are redacted, et cetera, et cetera. So all good stuff. It is now time for us to weigh in on whether this is a mostly true alien story or not. I'm going to hand it over to Lemon. Lemon, is the Vegas aliens a mostly true alien story or not?
Guys, I need help. I need help with this. Can I talk it out for a second? I want to talk it out because
Every
I
episode.
feel like I'm Andrew right now when I say
Okay.
that I believe it was something. I don't believe it was necessarily aliens. And now maybe
Okay.
this is from my ghost hunting brain, but it feels like this meteor stirred up something on Earth. And they say the
Awakened.
presence of a specific full moon can do this. I've gone on investigations where there's crazy activity on a specific full moon. A meteor passing by and passing through can completely change the energy of what's happening around us. And so
Sure.
I think it can stir something up in someone's home. They happen to see it above. Now, the fear and the adrenaline that they're experiencing is going to heighten certain experiences in their
Yep.
surroundings. So I do believe that something happened. So would that make me say yes on this? Like, should I say yes according to that description?
No. I mean, do you think it's a mostly true alien story? Do you think
Do we
there's
think
something?
it's aliens driving the ship?
No,
No,
not
no.
necessarily.
No.
If it's
Okay.
paranormal-ish to you,
It could be
I
alien.
think
Yeah.
could be.
Okay, then I'll say
that's-
yes. Okay, yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you're saying
Mostly
Lemon
true.
says that the Vegas aliens incident is a mostly true alien story with a great explanation. And now I'm going to hand it over to Andrew. Andrew, is this a mostly true alien story or not?
This is a mostly true meteor story.
Oh, okay. And that is not this podcast.
Shit. Wrong podcast. Damn
Uh,
Hold on. Let me just talk to my agent. Hold on.
Mhm.
You told me this was the Science Meteor podcast.
Yes, mostly true meteors. Mostly true
Mostly
meteors.
true meteor.
We're going to
It's not.
NASA's
Oh,
convention.
Said,
actually.
I'm going to say, no, this is not a mostly true alien story.
Okay.
And I was wanting it to be, at least to agree with Lemon on where she's coming from. My problem with this is that I pulled up every freaking video. I pulled up Reuters video. I pulled up everything where they did everything. I still couldn't see anything. Now,
Mhm.
I'm the guy that can actually see when they're like, hey, look at this crazy thing. Do you see Bugs Bunny? And I'm like, I see Bugs Bunny in the middle of that frame. I can do that.
Yeah.
This I
Mhm.
could not
Couldn't
see.
do it.
I
Okay.
couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
Okay. All right.
No.
So it's not a mostly true alien story. All right. So Andrew says it's not a mostly a true alien story. Lemon says it is a mostly true alien story. Now it's my turn to weigh in. I think the entire the Vegas alien incident comes with an asterisk. I think we have to look back. It started in 2023. There's a green meteor that lands. It's 2023. People may have been frightened, as you guys say, when you saw a meteor, thinking that's it. I think they may have gotten heightened. I don't think the fear was fake. I just think they were getting worked up, and they
Mass
were
hysteria.
thought they were seeing things. Yes, mass hysteria. They were seeing things that they thought they saw. The meteor is real, right? The meteor, maybe it brought something that with it that is still an open question. Yeah, the police department bros, they freaked out a little bit. They did corroborate that they're, about the asteroid, but then they get a little scared, because they got to go to this alien call. I just think it's 2023. This is right before this huge explosion of all the alien conversations, right? So that's why this story, I think, really gathered a lot of steam, because you had the UFO community really driving it as well. Yeah, then you have the police department installing the cameras. Then you have Rotor coming in. And I think Rotor was unsolicited. I think he came in and just did it himself just for, shits and giggles to hype up his awareness, him as a person. And when I watch the videos, I don't see anything. I didn't see anything. But then what really kind of sealed the deal for me after the fact was that this kid just kept making videos, and they just seemed desperate videos. Like, just let me keep this story going for as long as I can. And so these are the reasons why I would say this is not a mostly true alien story. There was a real meteor, but there were no real aliens. And that is it. All right. So Lemon says it is a mostly true alien story. Andrew and I both say it is not a mostly true alien story. Angel Kenmore went outside to look at something that fell from the sky. He found something looking back. He's still in that house. There's still no explanation. Still wants to move. So he says the cameras the police installed have been removed, the case is closed, the forklift is still in the backyard, and we would never explain the Bibles or the floating crosses or anything else. But if you have thoughts or a story you want us to investigate, drop it in the comments. And make sure to subscribe to Two Mostly True Alien Stories on TikTok and Instagram. And we'll see you on the next episode. Until then, be kind to the aliens when they get here. Nice job, guys.
Awesome. Woohoo.
Yay.
Bye,
Let's go to
guys.
Vegas. Let's go to Vegas.
Vegas.
We're going to Vegas, everybody. I'm going to
Going to
gamble.
Vegas.
UFO sightings. Many Americans have wondered about the dangers of unknown